we're going to change the instrument cluster on this Seadoo here. Now the first thing we need to do is get this bezel off of this style. So we're going to need a flathead screwdriver, kind of get in behind this bezel and carefully snap it right off. Once you've got one part broke, you can probably just rip the rest of it off. Sometimes these will come off intact, other times you'll lose a tab like I did there. Now we need to pull these two little screws out. So let me grab a socket for those and I'll tell you what size it is and we'll get this thing out, get the new one in. All right, I've got a 7/32 socket here, a 5.5 millimeter is also pretty close and will work. Once we kind of shove that around enough, we can get it to kind of come part way out. And now there's a connector here on the back. Pull the tab down and just unplug that connector right there. Now we're going to grab a new gauge cluster, peel the peel, and install this right back in. Now while I'm in here, I'm going to pop this top piece off because I'm going to be replacing that later. And it gives me a little bit better access on this particular model. I have to kind of get it set onto there, plug in our wire. Once those are snug, we want to power up the machine, make sure the display works. Now at this point, when you're getting ready to power up the machine, if you're using an OEM gauge cluster, it may need to be programmed by a dealer or somebody that has access to the BUD software, or at the very least, it may need to be married to the ECU. This is an aftermarket cluster, so it shouldn't need any of that. Okay, now a lot of times these do also come with a new trim bezel. So this one is chrome, so it's a little bit different than the black one that was on here originally, but it's gonna look fantastic. So let's pop this thing on and see how it looks. Beautiful. Now all we've got to do is pop our top piece back on here, which this is just as simple as sliding the front in and then sliding the back in. However, since I'm replacing this piece, since it's broken, we're going to wait until the brand new one shows up and put that on. Well, there we have it. Got a fresh dash installed on this Seadoo, as well as a new cover here. This thing just pops into place pretty much. So this thing is ready to go. Now with a working fuel gauge, speedometer, tachometer, all the 9 yards, just as simple as you saw in the video. So hopefully this has helped you out. Gets your instrument cluster up and ready for the season. Thanks for watching.